So I just discovered this AI tool that creates professional designs for your business in a matter of minutes. And I'm talking about everything: logos, business cards, social media posts, even entire websites. And the best part is, because this uses AI, you don't need to have any design experience yourself. All right, so this is a tool right here. It's called Design.com. Now, they are the sponsor of today's video. So if you want to follow along with me as I test this out, make sure to click the first link in the description down below. With that link, you'll actually be able to get 88% off your first logo design. Now, let me show you what this actually does, because it's pretty different from a lot of the other design tools that I've tested. So Design.com is really designed to be your all-in-one platform that creates, well, pretty much everything you need for your business branding. So not only will you be able to create a logo, but you'll then be able to turn that into a business card, even social media posts, and finally, you can actually use it to build an entire website as well. But the reason this is so easy to use is because it uses AI, not only to help you come up with your initial design, but also to make sure that your design matches across everything. So for instance, once you create your logo, all your other designs, from your business cards to your social media posts to your website, they're all going to use the same colors and style. You don't have to worry about making everything match or look professional. It just does it for you. All right, let's actually test this out. I'm going to start with one of the most important things, which is, of course, designing the logo for your business. And this is actually one of the first things Design.com will prompt you to do. It makes sense, you need the logo before you can create everything else. So I'm here on their logo maker. All you have to do is put in the name of your business. I put in the name of a fictional business called Mountain Peak Coffee, and I'll click on Create Logos. And then it's going to use AI to actually come up with designs that are relevant for your business. So here's asking us to tell it more about our business. So this is coffee shop. Another keyword is mountain, because my coffee shop is near the mountains. I can even put in here coffee shop to be more specific. I think that's pretty good though. And then in a matter of seconds, you'll get a curated list of all of the different logos that is come up with that matches your business. And you can come in here and find the one that you like the most. And you see that there are over 10,000 designs that it came up with for you just in a matter of seconds. Now, I want a design that really emphasizes that this is not only a coffee shop, but one that's near the mountains. So what I'll actually do is, because a lot of these are actually showing a coffee shop, I'm going to eliminate that. I just want to focus on coffee and mountains. I'll click on search again. And I already like these designs a lot more, but the one that really jumps out at me is this one right here. I think it's really clever. It not only shows the mountains, but the mountains are inside of a coffee cup, which I think is really, really unique. Very, very cool. A very nice looking logo. So I'm pretty happy with that one. Let me go ahead and click on it. And you'll see that you can choose whatever variation that you want in different colors. So I like that original one the best, so I'm just gonna go with that one. And then from here, we can change this up however we want to really get it exactly the way that we want. So for instance, let's say we don't love this font. Well, I can change this font to whatever I want. Let's say I change it to this one, for instance, or this one. Personally, I still think the AI did the best job. I love the original font. I think it really matches the style that I'm going for. You can even click on this and change the color of it if you want. So let's say we wanted to make it a little purple in there, you could do that. Or maybe you wanted more of that orange, you could do that. You can make it exactly the way that you want. You can even change up any of the words. So let's say I wanted to change Mountain Peak to something else like Mountain Ridge, right? You could change that. We're able to also change the layout, the background, add any shapes that we want, or even animate it if that's what we want to do. But overall, I'm very, very happy with this. So this is the one that I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna click on Save Progress, and then I'll click on Download to actually download this design. Now what's cool is that we can now take this logo and create other marketing material with this logo. So here inside my dashboard, you can see the logo that I created right here. I'm going to click right here where it says Create New Designs. You're going to see a lot of different options here. So let's start with social media. And then let's say we want to create a Facebook page for this brand. Well, I can click right here where it says Facebook profile picture. And then once again, this automatically creates for us the perfect design that we can then upload as a profile picture on Facebook. And just like before, we can change this up however we want. So looking at all the different designs here, this one's pretty cool. This one's a lot different, so I like that one a lot. And just like before, you can come here and change anything from the text to the background to the logo to the shapes, all of it. But assuming you're happy with that, you can then click on download, and I'll download this as a PNG. And now that is ready for me to upload onto Facebook. Now let's go back because there's a lot more we can do with this. So come back here, let's come back to social media. And this time, let's go ahead and create an Instagram post. So I'll click on Instagram post, and you see how many different options you have here. So let's say you have an end of season sale. Probably not applicable for a coffee shop, but it is for something like a clothing brand or some sort of online store. Well, this is perfect. But you have tons of options here. This is probably the best one, right? We're now open. Visit us, Mountain Peak Coffee. Perfect. I can now post this onto Instagram. This didn't take me any time to create at all. I was just able to come in here and instantly get access to this. So by keeping a subscription with them, every month you can come in here and find the design that works for the type of social media post that you want to make. And of course, you'll see that there are a lot of different designs for things like Facebook posts, Facebook covers, Instagram stories, YouTube banners, LinkedIn banners. I mean, pretty much every social media platform, you're gonna be able to create something using design.com and your new branding and logo. Let's jump over now to the business card section, and I'll show you how this works because this is pretty cool. So let's say you wanted to make a traditional looking business card. I can select business card horizontal right here. And you see that it automatically gives you a ton of choices right here. So I think I like this one right here. It looks very modern, very cool. And of course you can change any of this text to put in exactly what we need. I could put in my phone number, all that stuff, very easy. And again, not only does it use the design for you, but it maintains brand consistency because we have the same style and the same colors as well that we use for our Instagram posts, our Facebook profile picture, and for our logo as well. But without a doubt, the coolest feature, I think, is their website builder. So let's return back, and this time I'm going to click right here where it says websites. Now you'll notice there are a few different choices here. I'm gonna show you some of the other ones in a minute because they're really cool. But let's just start with the basic website builder right here. And check this out because we're instantly able to create dozens of different designs for different websites, and you can choose exactly the one that you want. Now, ordinarily, creating a website like this takes a long time. You know, making it look really nice is really hard to do. This makes it so simple. So right away, I like this design. Let me go ahead and click on this one. I like this sort of layout. And of course, I'm going to customize this to exactly what I want. So I'll click on this section right here. I want to change this up. And we see the text over here that we can change. So I will change this to neighborhood vibes or something like that. And then the subtext will be your new local coffee spot, right? We can even change up the photos down here. So clicking on this, we can now see everything from this section. So we have the images right here. I can click on replace and add in some new designs. They even have an image library right here. So I can search in here for coffee. And we have a ton of nice looking coffee designs. So I'm gonna go ahead and select on this one right here. So that will then fill in that one. And of course I would do it for the others, change up the text exactly the way that I want. And again, you'll be able to have an entire website like this in just a few minutes that fully works. You can click on any of these buttons and it will open up new pages, everything fully functional. And once you're ready, go ahead and click on publish. And you can either get a free address using brand.site. So in this case, that's what I'm gonna do, or you can set up a custom domain. So in this case, I'll use the free one. So I'll call this one, what's the name of our coffee shop? It is the Mountain Peak. So I'll change this to Mountain Peak Coffee and then click on publish and then go ahead and click on view website. And here's our new Mountain Peak Coffee website. And you'll see everything works. You can click on any of these buttons and it does actually bring you to other pages. So really fast way to get up and running with your business. Now, like I said before, there are a couple other really cool features inside of the website section on design.com. So coming in here, let's look at the one called Link in Bio. So you probably have seen these before on people's Instagram, right? You click on the link in their Instagram bio, and instead of just going to one link, you get a choice of different links here. So for instance, you could click on here and have access to my email. I'll put in my email address right there. You can also have someone's phone number. You can have multiple different websites. So I can put in my Facebook address here, my Instagram, my actual website as well. And what's cool is just like before, you can click on publish and actually get a link to this page. And then I could put this link inside my Instagram bio. That way I can now link to multiple different websites instead of just a single one like Instagram usually limits you to. Now, one other important thing that I wanted to point out, if you already have a logo for your business that you're happy with, but you want to access all the other features of Design.com, like all the social media and the website creation and business cards and things like that, you can upload your logo in here. So I'm here in the logo section. I can click on here where it says upload a logo and go ahead and upload my design. And by doing that, it will be able to recognize what your branding is like, the colors and the font, and then it'll bring all those elements into any future designs that you make, like I showed you before with social media posts or even websites that you create using that logo. So to get started with this, make sure to click the link in the description down below. From there, you'll land on this page where you'll actually want to enter in the name of your business. And what's cool is that you'll actually be able to start designing your logo without actually paying for Design.com yet. So coming down here, you'll see that there are a lot of different design choices. I'm going to choose this one right here. And once again, you will be able to fully customize this exactly the way that you want, so you know what logo you're getting before you actually pay for it. So I can come in here, change everything like I showed you before, but assuming I am happy with this, I can then click on download, and only at that point do you actually have to sign up for an account and sign up for a package with them. And once you download your logo, and again, by the way, if you use my link, you will get 88% off your first logo. But once you have that logo, you'll then get unlimited usage of the other features like social media designs. So there you go. That's Design.com, an AI-powered platform that creates all your professional branding without you needing any design skills whatsoever. And remember, if you use my link in the description down below, you get up to 88% off your first logo design. So click that link and go ahead and try it out for yourself. And let me know in the comments what kind of business you're working on. I'm always curious what you guys are building. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.